Welcome to javaqueries.com. I take this opportunity to thank you for visiting javaqueries.com. As a part of this training session, we will learn Java programming language fundamentals. Basically, I will introduce you to Java programming language where you can start and practicing your programs and developing your applications. Java was developed by James Gosling and Bill Joy at Sun Microsystems. Later, Sun Microsystems was taken over by Oracle. Now I think the company is called as like Oracle. Machine independent programming language. Java is often referred as platform independent language. What does that mean? Basically, you can develop Java programs on any Windows computer or a Macintosh computer or a Linux computer, and you can run the programs, the final executable programs, on any other computer. Like you can develop a program on Windows and you can run the program without changing or without compiling on a Linux or a Macintosh computer. This feature is not common in all other languages. Java has this nice unique feature which like nothing but platform independent, develop once and execute anywhere. Java also brings another advantage, that is object oriented language. So using Java you can implement your object oriented techniques and gain the benefits that you get from OOPS programming, that is object oriented programming. When you write a program in C language, you have to write a program, compile and run. But where in case when you write a program in Java, you compile and then you use the interpreter. You use the interpreter to execute this compiled code. We will see the details how Java programs are developed, compiled, interpreted and executed. Basically, if you write C or C++ and any other programs, when you write and compile, you get the final executable code that can be run on your computers. That's zeros and ones. But whereas when you write a program in Java and the output file you get is not executable. But you don't have to do further any steps. You can use Java interpreter and execute this byte code and see the output of your program. So basically you can use any text editor to develop your Java programs and compile using Java compiler and execute using the Java runtime interpreter. Java usage. Java is being used to develop traditional applications like the way you used to develop like C and C++ language or any other languages like Smalltalk. Java is also used to develop embedded applications on web pages like applets. So the applets can be developed using Java language and can be embedded on an HTML page. We often see these kind of applets on different websites. The third usage is you can develop an application which can be deployed on a server, like server-side applications. So when somebody starts learning Java programming language, should not worry about all these kind of things at day one. All these things are like as a part of introduction, I'm trying to go through once so that you'll be aware what is Java. But never mind if you don't understand or get these concepts on the day one. You will definitely get through these kind of things once you practice Java programs and understand Java programming language. Let us see how does Java program executes. You can write, or means you development, as a part of development you can write your Java programs in any text editor. Today's world we have like rapid application development tools. Not only rapid application development tools, but you can also develop programs in text editors. The advantages that you get in rapid development tools or IDEs, integrated development environment, you will not have all that features in TextPad or a Notepad, any text editors. However, once you start writing programs, we can slowly move on using to these rapid application development tools. Once you write your set of instructions that you want to execute as a part of a Java program, then the next step would be compiling, and this is a common step anywhere in any programming language. When you compile this Java source code, the compiler, what it does is it reads all your Java programming commands, set of instructions, and converts them into a byte code nothing but this is not an executable final executable file. It's further it needs something to happen to execute and see your output of your program. So this Java bytecode is saved as .class file. And we missed to talk about the extension of Java programs. Any Java program that you write should be saved as .java file. So the .java files, when you compile and you get a .class files which contains bytecode. So after compiling, like any other program, you can't execute this bytecode directly. You need interpreters to execute this bytecode. But you can take this Java bytecode, that's .class file, to a Windows computer, or you can copy to a Linux or a Macintosh computer, and you can execute this using the interpreters without any changes to your source code or without recompiling the program. And later you can see the output. Before getting into details of Java programming language, I would like to brief some of the important things that you should know to configure your Java. Basically, Java is a programming language. You need Java development environment to write your programs, compile and execute. Even before, you need to know some of the basic things. And somebody who is aware about the variables like path, environmental variable path, and how to execute or how to configure your computer can skip this slide. So Java path is set using the environmental variable path on any operating system like a Windows or a Linux or any other operating system. What does this path environmental variable contain and how it is used in an operating system? Whenever you type a command at the command prompt or when you try to execute a command on the operating system, basically the operating system checks the command what you type, where is there an executable file in the executables directory of your operating system. For example, if you take Windows, if you go to C:\Windows, you will find lot of executable programs. So for example, Notepad, you will find a file called notepad.exe. If you see cmd, you will find a command like cmd.exe, a physical file. But if there is some other command that you want to type, how does the operating system know? So the operating system provides a variable path where you can set the path of the programs that you want to execute or recognize by your Windows operating system. For example, if you install JDK, that is Java Development Environment, and you want to see this compiler or interpreter or other executables to be visible to the operating system and invoke these programs when you type the commands, then you should make sure this path variable is configured properly. As a part of this Java programs development, the 4 important steps. Not only Java programming language, any other programming language, the basic thing, the first and the foremost thing that I recommend is to write down your objective of your program. What you want to do as a part of this program. You want to print your name, or you want to connect to the internet, or you want to do something else. You have to briefly write all the steps that you want to do. Doesn't matter, you don't need to know Java programming language or you don't need to know English or any other specific language. You can write this set of instructions in your own language on a piece of white paper or a notepad in a computer. Once you are done writing or putting down your objective in the form of instructions in the simple language that you understand, that means you're ready to start writing the program. So to develop this Java program, you can use any text editor or integrated development environments like Eclipse, JBuilder, JDeveloper, etc. Here we can just consider as text editor. Basically, we are going to write a simple program, hello world. Once you write this hello world program in your text editor, you need to compile and then execute. The first and the foremost 2 commands that you see is javac compiler, which will help you to compile the Java programming language that is written in using Java commands in a text editor, and it compiles and produces a .class file for you, and you can use that .class file and execute it using the interpreter Java. You can locate these files javac.exe or java.exe on your Windows computer or your Linux computer, but the extensions will differ on your Linux computer. So to start developing these programs, you definitely need Java Development Kit, which you can download from java.sun.com. Now it is Oracle. For your information and help, I provided a URL for JDK6 where you can download this JDK6 and install. It is like a graphical interface. You can just click and install on the path where you want. This session ends. In the next training session, we will see how to write Java programs.